Thank you guys so much for being on. I'm honored to be here and be hosting this webinar, especially on a holiday weekend. And I know we have a total huge influx of interest in coaching in our team recently, which has been so much fun for me to be on three-way calls with a lot of you, and I have them scheduled with others, and it's just been such a huge blessing in my life, and it's only natural for me to want to scream it from the mountaintops because anyone can really do this. So I have a PowerPoint I'm gonna pull up here and share my screen and follow with you guys to keep us on track. So give me 1 second so I can pull this up. And I need to share my screen. Hey, Brittany, can you hear me okay? Hopefully. Yes? Sorry. There's also a chat box. I want to make sure that everybody sees. If you have questions, I love interaction. So if you have questions or feedback throughout this entire thing, please put it in the chat box. I know if you're on your phone, it's a little bit harder to see, but it is on there. And hopefully you guys can see my screen. And then we will go from there. Okay. So let me make this bigger really quick. Okay. Can you see me? Brittany, can you see me? Can you see the screen? Can you give me a thumbs up? No. Maybe she's frozen. Hopefully we're good. Okay, guys, I'm just going to dive in. So this is the Inside Scoop. I tried to think about what questions did I have in the beginning, what things did I want answered. I had no idea what I was getting into when I did this, and I hope that this will kind of give you a better idea as to what it is it means to be a Team Beachbody coach, what we do both for part-time and full-time coaches, how we help people and how we make money, and how it really is different than anything else out there on the market. And I know a lot of companies say that, but I first and foremost have a passion to help as many people as possible in their health and nutrition and just quality of life. And I am not married to one company, and I never will be. There are other companies I use for other things, and I've just come to fall in love with the approach that we have with Beachbody because it's so comprehensive, and it really is a powerful resource that we can not only use for our own health, but for people that we want to help as well. So I want to start off with this quote because it's one of my favorites, and I'm one of these crazy people. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones that do. And I think at our core, if we're being honest with ourselves, there's a piece of that in all of us where we're like, like we admire people who take bold action and who speak out against injustices, or who are just bold and loving, and they lead with their heart and they lead with their passion. And there's a piece of that in all of us, and some of us have just buried it with all these other life things that come up. And I really truly believe that this quote is so true, and it has been true throughout history. And what we're doing right now on our team, and the lives that are changing, and the kids' lives that are being impacted, that is changing the world in our circle. And why I love doing these webinars is because I can't help all the people. And the core group of coaches I work with, we can't help all the people, but together, if we're able to link arms with some of you and reach more circles and more families, then together we actually can. And it's so exciting to be able to have the opportunity to share this platform with you guys, because I really think that we can make a big difference, and we are already. So what we're going to talk about real quick: why we're here, how we're different, what we do, how we help people, and how we earn money. And then we're going to end with kind of, if you're interested in this, what the heck do you do next? Or what do you do first if you're interested in coaching? So first, I want to cover some top misconceptions and fears that I hear constantly, or that the coaches that I work with, that they hear constantly. So if you are If you have access to the chat box, if you have some, I would love to hear them. I need to make sure that I can see this chat box because, yeah, see, it's not pulling up for me. I might have to minimize the screen. Sorry, guys. Okay. Oh, this is way too small. No? Okay. Whatever. Hopefully, sir, or unmute yourself if you have any questions. So some of the top things that both I said and that I hear are, the first one, I'm not a salesperson and I don't want to annoy my friends and family. I'm just not that kind of person. And to that, I always say, good, because that's not what we do. That is not what we are about. That is not what I'm about. That is not the team culture that we create. That is not the business culture that we create. And that's just not how we talk to people. This is different than sales. I have had several people that I've known, both not necessarily in my organization, but within our bigger organization, and people I've met who come from sales and they're great at sales, and they come into coaching and they're like, man, I'm going to be just like, this is going to be so easy for me. And it's not, because it's not sales. It really is more about team building. It's about building other people up and sharing the tools that we have. There is a transaction involved, yes, but the majority of our focus is not in sales. So it's very different than, there are amazing companies and products out there that I use myself, like the doTERRA oils. I have those throughout my house, and Norwex cleaning stuff. Like I have that non-toxic cleaning stuff, and that's a network marketing company. And there's different makeup lines, and all of that is awesome. But there is something different with what we do, because there's an initial transaction, but the work that we put in isn't the life-changing. It's in the coaching. And that's why you are called a coach, not a distributor or a sales rep or any of the other things. We are actual coaches, and we build people up. So that is the most common one. Other people, I'm really shy. I'm a quiet person, and usually I attract, like, the majority of people that I have on my team are all introverts, and I am not. But it's good because I love an introvert's personality, because you genuinely care and you're not just all loud and obnoxious like some of us extroverts, right? And so this is all about building your brand, figuring out what you want for your life, and partnering with the platform of Beachbody to help more people. That's really what it comes down to. Again, I hope I'm not missing any chat box things in here. I don't know why it's not letting me see it. Let me try one more time. Sorry. Whoops. Yeah, it's not showing me. So we're just gonna move forward. Okay, there it is. Okay, if any other, misconceptions, whatever, come up or questions, please share. Otherwise, I'm going to continue. So I'm going to share a little bit, for those of you who don't know me, about my background and why I'm here. So in the beginning, I will start from there. I started with this company because I had a kid. And like most first-time moms especially, I was like, I need to lose baby weight. I did CrossFit before my pregnancy. I've been a health nut for years. I am a registered nurse. After nursing school, I went to become a certified holistic health coach. I am an absolute epitome of a health nut, and I used to be way worse. I've always eaten clean since I can remember, since being an adult, because I had a lot of health issues. I had severe digestive issues. I had severe anxiety. I had severe hormone imbalances, and they got worse going through nursing school. And I went to so many specialists and doctors, and no one could tell me what was wrong with me. And it was very scary, and it was very frustrating, because all they wanted to do was give me pills and medication. And at a deeper level, I knew that wasn't going to heal me. I wanted to understand why my body was so off. Why did the doctor walk in and tell me at 19 years old that I had the estrogen levels of a 55-year-old woman? oh, here, Jessica, you need to be on birth control. I don't need birth control, but that's what they did. And I didn't know any different. I trusted my doctor. And it just continued in that way. And it created so many more other problems being on artificial hormones. And the anxiety was debilitating. I used to convince myself that I had a mysterious disease, and nursing school did not help that because I learned about so many mysterious diseases. And I would just be sitting on my living room floor, like looking at this computer screen with about an aortic aneurysm, and I was convinced that's what I had, and that I was just gonna die. I was gonna pass out, and no one was gonna find me for 3 days. Like, I know that's so extreme, but if you've ever suffered with anxiety, you know how that feels. And that's a little bit in my background and experience, and why I'm so passionate about helping people now, because I don't suffer from any of that anymore, and I haven't for a few years. And so when I had my first son, after being told that I could never get pregnant, I wanted to really recover well, and pregnancy is rough on the body. I had a severe degenerative disc in my low back that I found out after pregnancy, and I could barely hold him because it was so painful. And I was like, this is not okay. I'm only 29 years old. I do not degenerate this early. I'm going to do something. And I happened to see who is now my coach and really good friend, Elizabeth Hartke's before and after pictures on Facebook, super random. And I reached out to her and I was like, hey, I want to do what you're doing. Sign me up. How do I pay for it? I want the challenge pack and I want the coach membership because I know that it's cheapest. That was it. I don't have time to coach, and nor do I want to, because I'm going back to work in a couple weeks, and I work 40 to 60 hours a week in prison as a registered nurse. No problem. And that's literally how I started. And I started learning more. Like, I got amazing results with my first program. I got to better shape than before I got pregnant with home workouts 22 minutes a day. And I fell in love with the products because I've been known as the ingredient Nazi, and Shakeology was something I used to think was way overpriced protein powder until I looked into it and read the ingredients, and I was blown away. It actually ended up saving me money because I no longer took a multivitamin, all my digestive support, the super greens, and I actually did like superfruit immune boosting stuff. I used to buy all this stuff separately, and it saved me tons of money. Now, as of June of last year, I was able to retire from my full-time nursing job because my income as a coach grew big enough for me to walk away. I have another son, and I work from home full-time as a coach. I love sharing this because it's totally changed our family's life. My first month, I was gung-ho and super excited, didn't know what the heck I was doing. I earned $500 my first month as a quote-unquote coach. And that has grown to a $6,000 income each month, approximately, for me. Disclaimer, Beachbody doesn't guarantee. I don't guarantee that that's going to be your success, but I've just lived my story out loud, and that's where I'm at now in 3 years, and it's totally changed our life. So I share that with you to encourage you, and I want to know why you are here. Why I want you, if you have a pen and paper down, I want to know why you're interested in this. And I hope that one of your first reasons is because you're passionate about not only living your best life, but helping other people do the same. But what's personal about it for you? Do you want to get out of your stressful job? Do you want to lose 50 pounds? Do you want to, deep down inside, it scares you out of your mind, but you want to teach people on a bigger level how to live their best life? What is it that motivates you, that sets your soul on fire? And if you can right now, I want you to write it down. And then I want you to think for a second, where do you want to be 1 year from today? These 2 questions changed everything for me. And they changed everything for me because I realized that I never thought about it. At the time when I first started, I was very happy. I have a beautiful house. I had a brand new healthy baby boy. I actually liked my job in prison, which is so weird, I know. I'm happily married, and I felt so blessed. So I was like, well, I'm just going to keep doing this. But when my coach at the time asked me, where do you want to be 1 year from today? Dream big, sister, as big as you want. And then again, 5 years from today, I was paralyzed. I had no idea. I just knew, well, I have a kid now. I guess my dream life would not include me being away from him 40 to 60 hours a week. So I'd like to be home. And, maybe in 5 years, if I can make $100,000 a year, like that sounds insane to me doing this from this internet thing. But yeah, that'd be cool. And when I shared this with her, she was like, Jessica, you have no idea. Coming from a woman with 3 babies who just bought her dream ranch in Wisconsin with her husband, both retired by 30 from their 6-figure income jobs. They now make approximately $15,000 a week, and they are 7.5, 8 years into this business. And I only share that with you guys, of course, never to brag, but to show you the potential. It is insane. And the reason why more people are not experiencing this is because they do not open their mind to this uncommon career. I paid $100,000 for my nursing degree, did everything you're supposed to, went to a 4-year college, played softball there, and then for a stable job to help people. And it burnt me out. And I see so many nurses get burnt out, and they are so unhealthy. This is not everybody, but I see it a lot, and a lot of my really good friends are there, and I am out earning some of them, which is crazy to me because I'm home. So anyways, I want you to write these questions down. I want you, if you're married, to talk with your spouse about them later, and ask yourself, like, really, what do we want with our life if we could have anything? Okay, so in our team, in this business, it's not for everyone. And I will be honest with you. If you are a weak, someone with a weak character, where when things get hard, you quit, or you're waiting for someone always to tell you what to do, or you're not willing to put in the work, or you're looking to make a quick buck, this is not going to be for you. Who this is for are the go-getters, the problem solvers, the self-starters, the busy people. Why? Because busy people get crap done. People who are teachable, who are joyful, who are independent, but also a team player, because we have a team that we can lean on and work with. People who are determined. The NF keywords, this is one of our team mottos, comes from Special Forces. My husband was in the Air Force, Special Forces. And we have these on all of our shirts, NFQ, never effing quit. And the ones wanting to live to their fullest potential. Those are the people that we're looking for, because this does get hard sometimes, because people are hard sometimes. And it's so worth it, though. So I don't want you to feel discouraged if you're like, man, I don't have all these attributes right now, but I want them. That's 100% okay, because the majority of people that I work with do not start here, but they want to be there. They want to be that person that's contagious with joy and energy and who inspires others. But maybe in the beginning, they're like, there's no way that can be me. I'm 50 pounds overweight. I hate what I see when I look in the mirror. I am not confident. I don't have a voice. That's okay, as long as you're willing to put in the work and trust the process to get there. Okay. So how is our company different? This is really important to me. I never saw myself as a Team Beachbody coach. I will tell you that right now. Like I said, spent $100,000 on my nursing degree. I'm an absolute nut when it comes to health stuff. I do not compromise on one ingredient, on one anything. And when I really put in the time and energy and research to look into this company, I was blown away at their integrity, because it's not very common anymore. So how is this company, Beachbody, how is it different? First, the comprehensive health approach. You guys, this is not out there. And I would challenge you to go find something else that is just like this and send it to me, because I've never in all of my research found a company or an option that offers science-based nutrition programs that are customizable for your clients and set up by registered dietitian nutritionists fitness programs that you can do from anywhere that are created by personal trainers, people who have their doctorate in physiology and exercise science, that get you insane results when you only have to work out 20 to 30 minutes a day. The supplementation and the quality of product that we have is absolutely mind-blowing, and the lengths that our company goes to make sure the quality and the potency of ingredients is in each bag of Shakeology or whatever, the performance line, is insane. Each bag of Shakeology is tested 1,900 times between the plant and your door. That is not only uncommon, it is impossible for smaller companies and smaller supplement lines. And then also we have the mindset training, because I say this all the time, you can do all the cardio and eat all the kale, but if your mind is not right and you are constantly beating yourself up and you're not believing in your ability to live to your fullest potential, you're not going to ever have the results that you want. And I say that from experience. And then we have the support. I love the support that we have within our team, within our challenge groups that we run, within our coaching, group that we have. It is really unlike anything else. And you need those aspects. Everybody needs those aspects to their lifestyle in some aspect to be the best version of themselves. You can get them from several different places, but why? When we have everything packaged in a beautiful package for you and for your clients. And then the second part, I didn't really even think about until I got into it. So when I graduated from Super Integrated Nutrition, they give you a ton of resources, but then you're on your own. And it is so difficult to make a really good living or anything to pay your bills and not drain yourself and know what the heck you're doing. So I love that not only are we getting the quality health product and resources, but we have amazing business trainings that's free for you because you're joining this company and you're joining our team. It's all set up for you. We have opportunities for you to become certified in different nutrition programs, to be even certified in live training, live instructing some of the fitness programs, if that's a passion of yours. We have business trainings. Our team specifically, because of my background, I do specific trainings on holistic health topics such as hormone imbalances, gut health, inflammation, detoxing your medicine cabinet, so many different options, and I'm an open book. So if you become a coach on our team, you can ask me any questions when it comes to that. I have like 15 years of research in this area. And then we have annual summit events. This year is going to be in Indianapolis, and it was there last year. It was phenomenal. Every year we have a big convention somewhere, and then every year there is an annual luxury vacation that you can earn for free for you and your family. And we've gone the last 2 years. We've qualified the last 3, but we've gone the last 2 years, and it's just so much fun. We just got back from our cruise last month. And then we also have quarterly training events. It's just fun to get together with the team. They're all over the country. And it's just a really fun business and company to be a part of, to be honest. And you are always supported with resources. And then the third aspect is something that's really important to me. It's not important to everybody. But we are a $1.3 billion company. You do not get there unless you're doing something big. You do not have that retention. You do not have the new clientele coming as quickly as they are unless you're doing something really big and getting people incredible results. This company's been around for 20 years. Our product line in Shakeology has been around for 10, and it continues to improve. And there is so much science and research behind everything. That is third-party research, double-blind placebo clinical trials. I love that stuff. That's called the golden standard of clinical trials and testing. And I've almost gotten the green light to share it with you guys, but I just completed a 34-page research project on Shakeology alone, where I linked the specific ingredients to research, clinical research, and medical trials, and it's going to blow you guys' freaking mind. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And our business model is unlike anything I've ever seen in my entire life. Because, like I said, this is not just sales. My coach, who I told you earns between $10,000 and $15,000 a week, she averages each month maximum 5 new clients. a month. 5 new clients a month, and she's making that much money. It is not about sales. It's more about investing in people and helping them be successful. So I'll explain more about that in a minute. Okay, and then our team. I'll tell you right now, there's almost 500,000, between like 4 and 500,000 coaches in the world, and not all of them are active by any means, and they all have a different background and they all have a different vibe, and this is just what ours is, and it's important for me that you know. We are very passionate. We are a joyful tribe. We're very transparent and authentic. I'm an absolute goofball, and I am like that all the time in our team calls that we have, and just in general. A lot of us have been through difficult times in our life, but we're determined to overcome those circumstances and not let it define us as a victim. We have a heart and a true passion to help and serve other people. Our mission every single month is to help as many people as possible. That is what we lead with, and that's why we are successful. Our mindset, NFQ, I told you, never effing quit. And then our metrics that we measure is, we are successful if we are living our best life and we're helping other people do the same thing. If we're doing that, then we're winning. Okay, so what do? These are kind of like known as our vital behaviors. And the cool part is literally you're getting paid to invest in your own health. I've seen so many entrepreneurs and corporate people sacrifice their health for money. It happens all the time, all around us, because we get so busy and prioritize everything else, and we don't have the energy to invest in ourselves. But with this business, you put yourself first. You put your health first so that you can help more people. And I see this mistake a lot in moms specifically, because we do so much for our kids and our family, and it does not benefit them like we think that it's going to. It 100% of the time will benefit your marriage and your kids and your purpose and your career if you are first investing in yourself so that you can have a full cup to give from. So we first have to lead by example. We have to find a workout that we like, that works for our schedule, and do it. We have to find a nutrition plan that works for our goals, our lifestyle, and follow it. We have to drink our Shakeology and give it a good shot every single day. Drink it for 3 months at least, and then you share, because it will change things for you, I promise. If not, there is a money back guarantee for you for every single person. You drink it for 30 days, drink the whole thing. You're not impressed, you get your money back. So first, we have to lead by example. Then we make friends. Literally, that's what it is. You connect with people, you invite them to our challenge group. We've got one starting May 1st, specifically for women, to help boost confidence and our fitness and nutrition and all of that together. It's going to be very powerful. And then we follow up. People are busy. Not everyone's going to respond to your messages. That's okay. We really genuinely care, so we follow up with them. And then I like this analogy. You invite people to what you're doing like it's a party. You would never expect someone to invite themselves to your party. So you have to tell them, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm super excited. You should totally do it with me. Come on, let's go. Right? That's how simple it is. You get people results, both yourself and your challengers, which are basically our clients. And that's where we have challenge groups. Our team right now is running one together, which is so fun because everyone puts all their clients into one big group. There's a lot of momentum and excitement in there. And, we're all in there encouraging each other. We have daily checkoffs. Hey, did you do your workout? How did you sleep? Did you drink your water? How did you eat today? And then we always have a mindset question or task that people have to do. So we're creating healthy habits by these daily reminders. These are just the basics. I know life's crazy, but everyone can do these basics. And as we get people results, we change people's lives and we empower them because they're doing the work. You're just coaching them along the way. And then personal development is very important. This is where it's important to know that leadership, confidence, the ability to speak publicly, all these things are not usually naturally inherited. We have to learn them. They are all learned traits. And working with people, in case you guys don't know, can be difficult. People can be rude and nasty and mean and draining. And we always have to make sure as we're going into this business, that we are investing in our own mindset growth. This piece has changed so many people's lives, personal development. And I don't just mean in their business. I mean, it's changed their marriage. I mean, it's changed the way they parent their kids and the example that they are. It blows my mind. This is my favorite piece because I see so many transformations in this area as people, especially women, because I work mostly with women, start to step into their potential that God created them with, that they've just been living at 40% because they didn't think they were worth it. I will also say that my husband he just started a men's group, and they're doing personal development in there as well, and it is rocking a lot of them. And the way that they're opening up to each other about their own insecurities and inadequacies, and recognizing that they need to start stepping up into their purpose as a man and believing in their ability to be successful in order to show up for their marriage and show up for their kids is just so powerful. So that's why I love this part. But essentially, you guys, this is what we do. Pretty cool. We have a whole tracking system and a training on how to actually put that into business hours, but in a nutshell, that's what that looks like. Okay, how we actually help people and earn money. I'm going to try to summarize this quickly, but again, if you have any questions, please let me know. So our goal is to get a minimum of 3 new people each month started on their journey. So if you had your own brick and mortar business, that'd be 3 new clients. Hopefully you're more successful than that. Remember, again, our mission is to help as many people as possible, but this is a minimum. What that would mean for you is approximately $150 to $350 in commission just from those 3 people. We, especially me and my approach and my perspective, we usually get people started with what's called a challenge pack, and I refer to that as like the ultimate trifecta solution, because challenge packs are bundled packages where people are getting a year of Beachbody On Demand access to all workouts ever created by Beachbody. They're getting Shakeology, which is the nutrient density that people need to really feel better, to help boost their energy, to nourish their digestive system, to help support the stress that they're going through, to help balance the endocrine system, to help battle inflammation. So much power in Shakeology. And then they're getting access to a nutrition program. Now we have 2 different ones, technically 3, but 2 powerful nutritional courses that we've launched within this last year that are different. And that's where it's personalized depending on what a person needs. But they're getting all of that together significantly cheaper than if they were to purchase it separately. And so that your client has the support, the fitness, the nutrition, the supplementation to make them successful. Challenge groups. I spoke on challenge groups. Our team runs them monthly. We do 30-day challenges, always starting on the 1st. Remember, again, this is a perfect timing for this, you guys, because if you start, you immediately can start inviting people to our May challenge group that's already set up for you. And again, within our team page and leadership page, we have all the details in that you would have access to, so that you can easily share with people, hey, this is what it is. Let's get you started. Let's do this together. This would be so much fun, right? Again, this is not just about sales. You eventually are going to want to build a team of people to really maximize your guys' impact and our impact together as a team. And in doing so, it's almost like delegating the business duties, and your income will also grow and you're going to be doing less. That is the really cool part about this business model, is as time goes on, if you build it how I will teach you, then you will work less and make significantly more. I think my coach works like maybe 10, 20 hours a week on average. And that's what she makes. Okay, so you earn through commission. Yes, absolutely. Through people's orders, you do earn a percentage of it. You also, once you get started with like your first 2 people, you will be qualified to earn weekly bonuses as well as quarterly bonuses. depending on where your team is. If you're helping other people start their businesses, it continues to grow, and your quarterly bonuses could be anywhere from $1,000 to $75,000. And no, I'm not joking. It is insane. That's a bonus. And then we build residual income again by building our network and helping more people be successful. It was very intimidating to me in the beginning, but now it's such a huge blessing. Okay. And then you had, so in my mind, I remember I had this moment where I was like, this is the best of both worlds. You are an entrepreneur. You work whatever hours you want. You can grow as slow or as fast as you want from wherever you want, but you have the corporate benefits of luxury vacations and free trainings and the support and bonuses and, annual corporate events. It's incredible to get the best of both worlds. That is exactly what we have at our fingertips. And then just so you know, there is truly unlimited earning potential. Within 3 years, I've met my California Department of Corrections registered nurse income, but I'm starting. Like, I'm just now starting, and we're projected to earn, we've brought in 6 figures over the last 3 years, and we're projected to make 6 figures this year, and it's continuing to grow even faster. The 3-year mark, my coach told me, if you stay consistent, is where your mind's going to kind of explode a little bit as to what you just accomplished. And it is so accurate. So it's pretty amazing. It really is, especially because I get to have quality of life and stay home with my kids. So as we're wrapping up, I want to challenge you to dream big. This truly has changed thousands of lives. Why would you think it couldn't be yours? Because so many people say, well, that's just them. And if you don't know me, maybe you're thinking, oh, well, Jessica, she must have a hookup or connections, or it's just because she's a registered nurse, or it's just because of her background, or it's just because of whatever. So my coach, Liz, I love telling her story because it's very inspiring. She'll be the first to tell you she's never been into eating healthy ever. She's like, I'm freaking Italian. I love my bread and wine, and I don't really like to exercise at all. But she hated her corporate job that she was in, working in the alcohol industry. And if she can do this, she had like maybe 500 friends on Facebook, not a big network at all. And she just decided to go for it. Danielle Natoni, you can Google her and look her up. She's one of the top coaches in our organization, and she's responsible for the most successful coaches in the organization. And she started living on food stamps, living in her car. And her story is so inspiring because I can't imagine being the person who introduced this to her and being like, hey, so you can't afford gas in your car, and you can't afford food on your own, but do you want to buy this challenge pack and be a part of this, super fun challenge group I'm running? Like, how intimidating that would be. And it changed her life because she saw an opportunity. And she shares this testimony where she used to never be able to flip the lever on a gas nozzle because she could only afford 1 gallon of gas, and she would panic if it went over. She had to dig in her car for pennies. And she said she'll never forget the day she got her first Beachbody check, and she was able to flip that lever and put her hands up in the air because she knew she could afford a full tank of gas. And that is so powerful to me. And now she earns, like, I don't even know, mid 7 figures a year or something insane. But it starts with that $30 check for everybody. And if this could work for them, this could work for you. And then ask yourself, will your current plan that you're doing right now get you to those 1 and 5 year goals that you listed in the beginning? If yes, amazing. You should stick with it. And if no, I want you to think about this because it could. It totally could. And don't forget that people who change the world are the ones who are crazy enough to think that we can. So if you're interested, you're like, okay, I will give this thing a shot. What the heck do I do next? If you haven't already, you need to reach out to your coach and get registered with the best challenge pack that fits your needs. Because as a coach, remember, we have to go first. So we have to try the workouts. We have to do the nutrition. We have to drink Shakeology. We have to try it ourselves, or else we'll be a fraud, and we do not allow those on our team. Next, I have resources for you. So I have a training, it's like 6 or 7 minutes on how to sign up your first 3 people. You want to do that ASAP. And there's multiple reasons for that, just because it's super fun and you'll get your entire challenge pack paid for, but it's very easy how I break it down. Next, I want you to make a list of 10 of your closest people you're going to reach out to. Do not think that you have to have a huge social media following. You need to start every single person with your inner circle. Your mom, your spouse, your sister, your cousins, your best friends, your close coworkers. Those are the people you start with. But also share it with the world on social media. Do not, my personal recommendations, do not say, hey, everybody, I'm a Beachbody coach. Because some people have had unfortunately, a bad experience with their person that they signed up with in the past. And you want to use what's called curiosity marketing. And you want to tell them, hey, I just did this thing. I'm going to do this 30-day challenge next month. I'm super excited about it. It's going to include nutrition, fitness, an amazing, powerful superfood shake. I would love for more friends to do it with me so we can keep each other accountable. This would be a lot of fun. What do you say? And then you get people saying, hey, sure, girl, what are you doing? Or hey, man, that looks awesome. And then we have a whole business launch workshop set up in our leadership page. We have all the resources for you to be successful. I will tell you right now, and this is, I think, in one of the next slides. Yes. This is a do then learn business. Knowledge is not power. Action is power. I will tell you that right now. It will be overwhelming, and that's okay. But just match your overwhelm with your excitement about what's going to happen. Help your first 3 people in the first few days. Again, that will pay for your entire challenge pack, and you'll hit your first promotion in the company and open yourself up for earning bonuses each week. Lead with enthusiasm and excitement. I had no idea what I was doing in the beginning, but within 3 days, I signed up 4 people because I was so excited. I didn't even know that was like a rank enhancement and that I earned bonus. I had no idea, and I didn't really care because I was so excited. So lead with that excitement. That has stayed true for me in the last 3 years, and it's really served me well personally. Stay focused on what your goals are that you have set up for yourself. Be teachable in this business. Be consistent in this business. People are going to watch you for years sometimes before they reach out. I still, 3 years in, have people say, okay, I've watched you for the last 3 years. Obviously, this isn't just a fad. I've seen your amazing results. I've seen how you've been able to work out with 2 kids at home and running a business. I'm ready to try it. Be consistent. Be resourceful. If you don't know something, before you reach out to your coach, go into your coach team or team page and ask the question. Go onto Google, go into your back office. We have a ton of resources. And always, obviously, always communicate with your coach if you have a question, because we want to help you be as successful as possible. Face your fears. If something scares you, it's an opportunity for growth. And I learned that a couple years ago, and it was the best thing for my life. If you're afraid of something like what other people are going to think, or doing a live video or whatever, do it. Like, with all of your heart, pursue that, because you're going to feel like such a badass afterwards. And I promise you, you're going to grow and have so much fun with this business and with your team and your own journey, because it's really what this is about. Okay, do you guys have any questions at all? Hey, Matt, saw you made it. Okay. So Matt asked from the UK, are you making money purely by commission from Shakeology, or do people pay you for your coaching too? So, or Beachbody. So this is such a good question. I'm glad you asked, because when I used to try to have my own, okay, you got it? You got the question. Okay, good. I'll tell you that when I had my own health coaching business, because I did for years, and it was so hard on me, because when you're a person who genuinely cares about helping people, it's really hard to have someone who's going through cancer in front of you. And I used to charge $100 for my 75-minute consultations, which was actually on the lower end for what I did. And it was so hard for me to take money from that person. The best thing that this platform has done for me is I don't have to charge my clients a penny, and I'm making this much money. I absolutely love that. Like, it is a dream for anyone who's looked into health coaching before, because that's really hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard. So, yeah, great. I'm glad I answered, but I'm glad that you asked that question. Any other questions, you guys? Thank you so much for being on here. I think we're good. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube, and I'll share it obviously on YouTube and in our team pages and stuff. If you have any friends who maybe you're like, hey, this would be fun to do together, I think you'd be awesome at this too. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. Thank you guys. Have a great Easter weekend.